Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Arrow pens. Yes, you can actually write with these things. So I've got some scrap arrows around here that, well, they're too short for me to shoot in any of my bows and definitely too short for my wife to shoot in her bow. So I thought, let's take some of these scrap arrows and turn them into pens. So I actually made a bunch of these. I've got 3 left and they're mine. I gave one to my wife, one to my landlord slash boss slash worship leader at our church. And I'm going to be giving one to a friend of mine tomorrow as well at church who is also into archery as well. And we'll also be hunting together this deer season. So that'll be a surprise for him. And I don't think he'll see this video before tomorrow. So you never know though. So might ruin the surprise. But anyways, so these are made with, these are called Bic crystal pens. And they just look like this. They're a Bic pen. And so you just pull the piece out and shove her in there with a, you're going to need an O-ring for a field tip O-ring. You know, the O-rings put on your field tips to keep them snug. Anyways, I wouldn't recommend them because they make your tip go funny. So anyway, so I have a bunch of these and I figured, well, the Bic piece won't fit all by itself-y. Normally you'd use like an original styled paper mate pen for this, but we can't get them anymore. At least I can't find them on Amazon, couldn't find them at Walmart, so obviously they don't exist anymore. So the other solution came with these, and so what I did was I put the O-ring on there, and you can actually take a pair of pliers, just grip the pliers on the front and just kind of push twist it in place with the O-ring in there, and that should keep it. But if you want a little bit of extra safety, I actually crazy glued by putting a drop or two of crazy glue on every single one of these, so this way they're not coming apart. So, but they can still be taken apart eventually if need be to change the inner pen. I don't think that'll be too much of a problem to break a drop or two of crazy glue free, but well, if not, I can always make more of them anyways, because I took like whatever shaft lengths there were, and I still have the shafts left that I can cut down into a bunch of others. I've got a pile of fletches that were hauled off of a bunch of Chinese Akmos arrows that are just no good for shooting anyways. And so I ripped the fletches off, or feathers, whatever you want to call them. They're plastic vanes, you know. So I can just refletch those shafts after I get them cut. So I'm going to cut them up and prep them for a bunch more. But you will also need your arrow insert as well. So you're going to have to take your insert out of your dead arrow, or arrow that you get that's too short, whatever. So you will need the insert. You're going to need your knock, of course, or a knock, because you want to make it look like an arrow after all. And voila, away you go. You've got arrow pens, and these are kind of neat. First time I saw these was actually at the archery place the one day, and I was asking the owner about it, and it's like, that's kind of cool. I like that idea. So I decided, well, I'm going to make me some, right? So I made a pile of them, and like I said, I've given out a couple already, and I've got a few left for myself right now, and I have enough material left over from the other shafts. I can probably make another, I don't know, half a dozen or so. But anyhow, that's the little project. So if you do bugger up an arrow, or you've got some arrows that maybe you picked up and, you know, they just don't shoot right. Okay, I mean, I pick up a lot of arrows at the pawn shop. You get a, you know, fistful of them for like 15, 20 bucks kind of deal. And you take your chances on what you got, right? So it's kind of like, well, what do we do? Well, let's make pens out of them. Why not? So there you go. That's the project. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this little project. Do try it yourself. It's not that hard. It's pretty easy. And if you don't have any of the O-rings right now, go on to Amazon. You get a pack of 100 O-rings for like 10 bucks. They're really cheap, okay? And then you'll have plenty of O-rings, and you can make a ton of these for yourself and your friends too that are into archery as well. And even if they're not into archery, it makes a great gift to give to somebody, you know? So anyways, see ya.